Hi everyone, welcome back. As part of this session, we are going to talk about how exactly we can select an option from a dropdown. Ideally, if you look at this particular one, this is a dropdown. You can select a one value from the dropdown, or this is another dropdown, which is a multi-select value dropdown, in which you can select the multiple values from the dropdown. So whichever the option might be, the dropdown might be, you can use a select option method. Okay, you can use a select option method, and the thumb rule they have given here is the element should be of a select element. If the element is of a select element, you can use a select option. So as part of this session, let us see how exactly we can select an option from the drop down, only one option. And in the next session, we will be looking at how exactly we can select multiple options. So there are multiple ways in selecting the value from the drop down. You can select it by using a role, you can select it by using a locator, and also you can select it by using a label. So these are the three different ways that we can use it. Okay, perfectly all right. So what I'm gonna do right now here is on the Salesforce application itself. Okay, there is a country drop down, and I just wanna select this country drop down. And if you look at this particular one, it does has a select tag. Okay, perfectly all right. Come back, await, page dot get by role. Let's get started with a role. As and when I have created that, my copilot is prompting me to use a combo box. Ideally, wherever the drop down is there, you can use this combo box. Okay, you can use this particular combo box. Perfect. So I am asking it get by role combo box, whichever the combo box is there in that particular page, get it, and in which I wanna select an option which is India. So by default, the India is selected. So whenever I expand this tag, I do have an Afghanistan. So copy it and update it here. So which means I am asking it to check Afghanistan from this particular drop down. Okay, let me try to run this particular program and check it out whether it is selecting this particular option from the drop down using this role combo box. So when I run it, so it's highlighting that particular combo box, and when I execute it, see the Afghanistan got a selected, executed. Perfectly all right. The script executed successfully using the role. Now, the next one here is I can also use a label. So here, if you look at it, the label here is a country region, right? Using a country region. So let me come back here, await page dot get by label, and this time what is that particular label value? Let's go and get that particular label value. So here, where is this label value? One second, let me get this particular one. So here is this element, right? This is what this whole element is, right? Let us try to identify this particular label. See here, the country region. Come back, update it here. So in this particular country region, I want to select an option. We have already selected Afghanistan. Right, we have already selected Afghanistan. Now I want to select Algeria. Copy it and update it here. That's it. Select by label. Using this particular label, I want to select it. And await page dot. This time, I'm using a locator where I will be writing down my customized XPath. And this time I want to select some other value. I just copied it here and placed it here, but we need to write down the X path for this. So here it does has an ID property, but what I have noticed is this ID, and it is having some dynamic number here. By looking into this dynamic number, what I was thinking is this may change the value. So let me, so as of now, the number here is something with the 6B VWX. Let me reload this particular web page and see. If you observe right now, this number is changing. So whenever you use a country drop down by its ID, definitely it will change as this number is a dynamic number. Hence, you can't use this ID. I want to go with a name just by writing down an XPath. So here select open braces at the rate and name is equal to. I was able to identify only one particular element. So in this particular element, I want to perform this operation. So here replace this one with the double quotes, the name attribute. Perfectly all right. Let me try to run this particular program and just check it out whether it is selecting those values or not. Okay, so my first value it should select using its okay, my first value it should select using its um, role, and next it should select using its combo, the label attribute. Somehow it got a struct here. Okay, let me kill this execution. Yeah, so we are not on it. Yeah, let me rerun this program again. Okay, let me rerun this particular program again. Pull this inspector session and let's press the step over. Say the first time Afghanistan got selected, the next time Algeria got selected, and the third time Angola got selected. So whichever the options that you have specified, all those options got selected. So using these three ways, you can select a value from the drop down. Not only these three ways, so okay, there are two more ways using which you can select a value from the drop down, which is indexed based operation. Every option in the drop down does has an index. So basically, if you look at it here, the first option, second option, third option, fourth option, fifth option, sixth option, like that. So it does has an index. The first option does has a 0th index, and the second option has a 1 index. So you can consider it as an array indexers based operations, and still you can select a value from that. Okay, so here let me copy this line. Let me put it here. Indexed based operations. So I wanna select an option basically. This time, okay, this time I wanna go with my index as a 4. Okay, I just want to select it with an index as a 4. That's it. That's the index of 4 based operation. Perfectly all right. Let me delete this line. It got automatically added. Not only this index, every option does has a value attribute. You can also use this value attribute here. So let me copy this line, put it back here. Instead of index, use it as a value attribute. Pass that value here. Okay, pass that value here. So the value here I'm passing is a BH. Let me pass this BH here. That's it. So these are the 5 different ways you can select a value from the drop down. So let me rerun this program once again and check it out whether it is selecting the values from the drop down with all these 5 different operations, or with all these 5 different commands. Okay, so let me go with it. So here it's, yeah, pointing that the first one is selected, the second one is selected, the third one is selected, the index based is selected, and then the value based is also selected. So this is the way how exactly we can select a value from the drop down. Now let us see how exactly we can get all the options from the drop down. How many options are there? I just want to print all those options from the drop down. So here is the locator for that. Okay, here is the locator for that. So that's a pointing the country drop down, wherein which I want to select get by role of options. So what exactly I'm trying to do here, guys, in this situation, in this particular, okay, in this particular drop down, what are all the options are there? Get all those options, and for all those options, basically I'm gonna use this okay, I'm gonna use this text contents. Okay, I'm gonna use this particular text content. Whatever the text is associated for all those options, just get it. I'm storing it in a dd options is equal to. And right now, as we have a dd options, right, we can use await expect. So here it is prompting me the suggestions to have a total length. Okay, that's fine. And also we can add an await to verify whether it is containing India or not. And we can add a for loop in printing down these values basically. Okay, for constant values of DD options, and simply use this particular print statement. Okay, I'm just using this particular print statement. So guys, the only thing is this is the locator for the drop down, and additionally I'm giving a get role of options in that particular location. Whatever the options are there, get them, and I'm gonna use these all text contents on top of it. And here I'm just printing this particular length and this one as well. Okay, perfectly all right. Let me run this program and check it out how this is gonna work out. The script is being executed. So let us see that, and press a step over, and okay, continue the action. And if you look at it, basically the expected count is a 249 but received is a 230. So perfectly all right. So let me change this 249 to 230, save the program, and let me rerun this program again. Okay, let me rerun this program. The earlier script got a failed. The assertion, the number that we have a given 249 is not a valid. That's the reason it got a failed. Let me step over. Okay, and then step over and continue further. So if you go back here and if you look at it, one got a passed and all the values are got a retrieved and all the values are got a printed down to the console. All the 249 values are got a printed down to the console. Let me copy these lines of a code, guys. I'm just copying only this line of a code, okay, where we are using an all text content. And let me comment all these lines of a code. Let me paste it here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I don't wanna get this all text content, okay? So I'm just highlighting that particular drop down here. As we are highlighting that particular drop down, see here, await, expect to have a count 230. Okay, to have a counter 230, and let us use a for loop basically for values of await DD options. So here, as part of the DD options, we are not retrieving any content. So here, I'm gonna use this all text content on top of it, and it's mandatory for us to add an await. So here, inside this particular one, I'm using a console.log. So this is the first way basically where you can get that particular information, all text content, or inside the for loop also you can get the all text content. And for the time being, I'm just commenting these logics that will be selecting the options from the drop down. This time I just wanna, okay, this time I just wanna print those values to the console. Okay, let me try to run this program and check it out how this is gonna work out. It's being executed, and see it's having that particular count. And then if I execute it and if you look at it, all the values are got printed. So this is the way how exactly we can handle a drop down, guys. Okay, perfectly all right. So this is a single option, right? In the next session we will be looking at how exactly we can handle a multi select options from the drop down. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.